Hello guys, I will give you the brief tour of this E60 LCD cluster, LCD dashboard and LCD speedometer, what it's called. A lot of things, a lot of names, sorry. My English is not very good, so I will try to explain as best as I can, okay, to tell you the functions and how it works. So this is your main screen, main cluster, okay. Here you will control this cluster from this BC button. Check also can control, but it will only work if you want to go upside, but it will not select anything. The main function is the main one, is the BC one, okay. This will control your whole cluster here. So as you can see now, I will put in the first option here, the trip option, okay. So here, this is your speedometer as normal. This is your petrol or gas tank fuel level, and here you will have the RPMs. Here you will have that your shift, P, R and D, and this is your oil temp. Here you can show. Normally the E60 originally didn't come with that oil temp gauge, but here in this cluster you have oil temp gauge as well as water temp, but water temp you can't see from here, you will see from here, okay. And you can select is by default, like whenever you start your car, then you can oil temp, water temp, you can all you can see. So the first option is the trip option, okay. I will select with the BC button, press and hold the BC. Here you will have trip. This is the trip, and press and hold, okay. And if you will hold the BC button again, and it will reset your trip, not your original mileage, your trip A and B. You can select by yourself, like if you want to make this 0, you can make this 0, and if you want to make A0, the trip A0, you can make it 0 by pressing and holding. Here you will have option hold OK, display to reset. This OK or display is your BC button, this BC button, okay. I will return. For return you also need to hold for a few seconds, see, it will return. This is your trip option. Second option is your startup option. I will open this one, okay. Start option like this. Whenever you start your car, it will count that how much time you spend on the car. Like I drove this car for now about 1 hour and 8 minutes, okay, and my average speed was 37 because I was not driving very fast, and I did 42 kilometers I did from startup, and my fuel average was for 12.4 liter per 100 kilometer for startup, when I was like start the car, drive the car around, blah blah blah, blah like this. Okay, so I will press in this one. Here you can reset this your startup. Here refueling, press and hold. Now I can drive this car for 462 kilometer. I did the full fuel tank, and my average was about 13.9 liter per 100 kilometer, and my average speed was 35. This is after every refuel. When you will refuel your car, then you can reset this also, and then you can get your average fuel, average speed and mileage. And now I will choose the return, is like you will go back, okay. Now this is the main trip. Then you will select BC again. Here's your fuel information. This one is important, like for me important. I always use this option, and I set it by default, set default like this. You will press and hold this BC button, okay, and now it's set as default. So whenever I start my car, I can see my display here. So I don't need to select again and again whenever I start the car. It will be my default. Here you can see the live your liter per kilometer, per 100 kilometer. Like when I will drive my car, it will live tell me how much liter of petrol I'm using or gas I'm using for my car. This is your water temp, as I told you before. You can see here 95 degrees now. and my all time is 105 degrees all time. Also you can see from here, but it will not show the numbers. Show numbers here. And this is my petrol distance here, like I can drive for 462 kilometers. Efficiency dynamics, this is not for our cars, not for E60s. This is for F10 models. They have the efficient dynamics. So this one no use for us. Only our useful is 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 options. Okay, now I will back. Here's your information. Select, and this is your trip A. This one, you can see trip A, and this is tire angle. Tire angle. There are 2 tire angles. This one for not our cars, not for E60. So this one here, I will here see when I will turn my car, then I can see the angle of my tire. And the second one, I think second one for E60 can use maybe. Oh no, this one adaptive cruise control. Adaptive, we don't have this one. Some E60s have. Maybe that one will work, but I'm not sure it will work or not. Because in our country, like in my country, I'm living in China for almost 11 years now. So in China, mostly I saw the cars, the E60s, they don't have adaptive cruise control. So I don't know this one will work or not. So I'm not sure about this one. And now you have maintenance information. Here you can see your oil and filter. You can also reset from here. Like here you can press, and this one is your front brake friction plate, like the front brakes. This is your vehicle and inspection. This is your brake fluid. This is your rear brake pads, and this one is air filter and fuel filter, and this one is spark plugs, and this one is tire and return. So here you can press and hold the BC button, and you will go to this option. You can reset it, but I will not reset it, but you can press and hold, then you can reset it. And here you can also set kilometers, how many kilometers you want, like as you want. Like if you like, my car is turbo boosted, turbo built, so I always use the oil at about 6,000 kilometers. I change my new oil, so I set this mileage to 6,000. So every 6,000 kilometers, the cluster will tell me that you need to change your oil. So here you can also set the time, the date, which date you want to change. So and every 6,000 kilometers or your that set date, it will tell you. Like I set my date for August 15. So maybe I will done the 6,000 kilometers in August 15. So it will tell me that your time came. You can change your oil. So all these things goes to same to all these things, like front brake, vehicle inspection. You can set the time, kilometers, brake fluid, rear brake, and air filter, and spark plugs, and tire. So this one is this function. Okay, I will return it. Okay, let me focus. Okay, so this one is your info and return. Now this is your system settings. Okay, I will press and hold BC. This is your theme, like what theme you want to choose. Now I'm using the comfort theme. This is the simple one. Simple theme, I will select. This is a simple theme, and this one is your comfort theme. Normally I use this theme, and this is technology. This technology theme is 2023 model 7 series theme, the cluster. And this is your track. Track is good. I like when I go to the track or do the drag race or some events or circuit race. So I always use the track mode. This one, and this is the track mode. And then return. Okay. Here, I will change the theme to comfort because it will show you the big letters in the middle. Okay, this one. And now return. This is your date and time you will set. This one is very easy. You all know how to set the date, the year and month, date, and confirm, and hold the BC button and return. Everything you need to hold the BC button for a few seconds if you want. And this is your language. You can change your languages. This is Chinese. English, Japanese, this one I think the old Chinese, the traditional Chinese. This one may be Russian, I think so, I believe so. This is Arabic, this is Spanish, this is Dutch, I think Dutch. What language? I don't know, you can tell me in comments. Maybe Dutch language, I think. This is Turkish, this is Korean, this is French and Italian, and return. These all languages. I use English language because I can read English. And this is generic. Generic, you will change your brightness, your display brightness. This is day, in the day, like 100%. Now I will turn off my light here. Now you will see the brightness. It will brighter for the day. And when I will turn on the night mode, this is light. When I will turn on the light, then that will be night brightness. I set to 10%. And this is your color. Color is your that car. You saw that 7 series, that you can change that car color, like white, blue, black. I use white because I don't need to see the 7 series. I don't like. So because you can't change the car model here, only you can use 7 series. So I don't need that 7 series, so I just don't care about this one. This is your driving mode. Now I'm using auto mode. Why I'm using auto mode? Because in auto mode I modified that sport button in my car. So when I press the sport button, you will see here you will have sport logo, and it changes to red color for sport mode. So I use this driving mode is sport mode, and this I will close. See, turn off the sport mode off, and your color will be changed. But you can select by yourself also by default, like press the BC button for a few seconds. This is sport plus mode. You can change this color. It will be always this color. But when you use your sport mode, you will see the sport button, but it will not change the color. Okay. So other is your comfort mode. This is the comfort color, and this one is the eco, the blue color, eco pro color. This one is special, purple color or violet color, and this one is auto. I use auto because I always use sport mode, so I like this. Then it will at once change to red color. Okay, so now I will return it. Oh, and this is the factory setting. This one you don't need to change because this is about the factory they will use. This is the version. You can check your version. This one also no use for you. This upgrade, when some upgrade will come, then you can upgrade your cluster from here. And this one is return, and I will go back to my fuel information. Press and hold. I always use this one. See, and the one cool thing I like is when you press the sport button, it will also change to the red, these letters. So that's why I like this one. And same goes to the all themes like track, technology, comfort, simple. All it will change the color to the red. So, and other thing is your this P and D. I will show you. This one is M5 shift knob, but this car is not M5. This is the normal 530i. So I modified this to the M shift knob. So this is on the P, the park. When you will see your normally here that P. Okay, the park. This one is reverse. Here you can see R, reverse. Neutral. This is your neutral. D, drive. This is your drive, and this is your DS mode. And I also modified that shifter pedal, so shift pedal, so I can choose from here shift. I don't need to shift from stick shift. So here you can also use like this. See, you can see the changing. Okay, and here I will use this one to tell you. This M2, M3, M4, M5, M6. Okay, these are the manual mode. Now go to drive mode, neutral, reverse, and park. So this is the approximately the brief introduction. And if sometimes your cluster will not turn on, goes black, then there is the reset button. I will show you here. I think I can show you guys, maybe you can see here. You see this is the small hole. You can put some pin here and you can reset your cluster. It will not reset your everything, it will just restart, hard restart, because if something happen it will not work, so you can reset it and it will work again. So now I will tell you other thing is your this P is your that handbrake. This one, see, no handbrake now. So now I will drive a little bit and I will show you the cruise control and this live your that liter per 100 kilometer working, how it works. Let me turn off the light of my car. Okay, so now I will drive my car. And the seat belts, it will not show here because I code my seat belt warning off, so it will not show you the seat belt warning. So if I will use this seat, see here, I push this button, then you can get your seat belt here, but I don't use this one. Okay, but you should always wear your seat belt, okay? So it's not safe, but for me, because I don't daily drive this car, I always use on track, so I don't need too much. Okay, now I will drive and show you the cruise control. I will drive in track mode. That one looks cool. I will select the track mode, system, theme, and track. And here, cool thing is this. Here you can see your mileage and everything after fueling, okay? And I will show you here. Here the light is okay. And here you can choose. I will choose my what thing I was talking. Yeah, the fuel information. So I can see my water temp, oil temp, everything I can see from here on this side. And I can see from here my mileage and fuel average and everything. Here you can also select this option. Only in track mode you can select. I forgot, sorry, I will tell you now. Only in track mode you can choose here option. I will show you how can you go to that option. Here you will go to your information, select, and here you can see the right display option. This option is for this one. Press and hold BC. Here you can select which one you want as default here. I will see here, you can see clearly. I can use trip. Here it will show me the trip and my odo. Here tire pressure, we don't have tire pressure monitoring, so it will not show anything. This is not for our car. And tire angle we don't have also, so it will not show us the tire angle. Fuel information, I always use this one because here, not this one, I use that refueling, because this information I can select from here. This is your oil temp, water temp, all you can see here. This is your startup. Every time you start up your car, it will be start and from 0, and you can see your average fuel average and fuel average speed. But I always use refueling because after refuel I can see how many kilometers I have done, average speed, and my average fuel is how much. This one is better than startup, because startup it will always, when you will turn off the car, it will be 0. But this one, every fuel, when you will refuel your car, it will be work again. But you can select if you want. If you don't want, it will always show you like this fuel average. So this one is cool. And return, okay, I will use the track mode to tell it. And return. Okay, I will be very fast. Okay, here I will use that fuel information. Here I can see, and here also this one, if I use the sport mode, see it turned into red and I got the sport button on, sport mode on. And this is your ambient temperature, outside temperature, now 27 degrees. And you can also, if you want in miles, it can be converting to miles, but from factory. Like if you want this cluster in miles, you can tell me that I want in miles, not in kilometers, so I can select it for you. I can code it for you for miles, not for kilometers. So now I will drive and show you the cruise control. Okay, in D mode, this is R and D drive mode. Now we will move and see, this is a real-time speed, not sluggish, not slow, very fluent, consistent. I think so, yeah, we can say consistent, this one. Okay, now I will use my other hand to hold my phone. I will see no cars. Okay. Here you can see the live, that kilometer per liter, you will see. My camera is very shaky. Here I can select the cruise control from here. I will drive about 50 kilometers, I think so, yeah. Okay, see, now the cruise control is on. You can see, and you can deselect and select it, then you can drive like this. So guys, this is the brief introduction of the LCD cluster for E60, and its same goes to E70 and E71, the X5 and X6 E series, same as this one. No, not much difference. And it will also support the HUD. If your car has originally HUD, it will support this cluster will support your HUD also. So for now, bye bye guys, and subscribe and comment and like, because I will show you other cool things also whenever it came. So for now, bye bye and thank you, and I tried my best to explain everything as much as I can. So I hope you understand all the things, and I will send the link how to buy this cluster on my in the description. You can see the link, the eBay link, and you can buy it from eBay. And if you want in miles, you can tell me on eBay. I will convert it to miles and I will send you. And if you want in kilometers, by default it will be kilometers, not miles. So if you want kilometers, then it will be kilometers. So bye bye for now and good night. See you again.